That, of course, was Jagged Edge. So supposedly this week, Fani Willis, the district attorney in Fulton County, is supposed to go back to the grand jury, which some are projecting might mean that there will be indictments handed down. I heard an interesting thing about the statute, the RICO statute, which is many pundits are alleging may be used in this case if there are any indictments handed down. And the RICO case, the RICO law is different than the federal RICO law, racketeering law. The RICO law in Georgia was instituted around the late 70s when there was a spike in crime in Atlanta, and the state legislatures were worried about the fact that it'd be a detriment to business. That it would be a deterrent to attracting business there. So they wrote these laws that give the prosecutors wide-ranging latitude. As Fani Willis, she extols the virtues of the RICO Act. She says she loves the RICO Act. Allegedly, she's brought in a RICO expert, the father of RICO law. But anyway, it was written by these white legislators who wanted to stop black crime. So they wrote it to stop small-time black criminals. And now that very law may catch a bunch of big-time white guys. So what you intended for evil will turn out for good, at least for some people. It's interesting to hear Donald Trump contort and to rage on. Like I heard him the other day talking about Fani Willis and making ugly allegations about what she did sexually. How can a man that raw dogged a porn star ever be in a position to talk about it? If you wouldn't protect yourself from gonorrhea, you ain't gonna protect us from North Korea. How would anybody who's been accused and found liable for sexual battery, and the judge would later call rape by definition, how would a rapist ever shape his mouth to say anything about anybody sexually? That should be off limits. But the thing that I find the most interesting is that there was a young kid, I guess he was an influencer. He had this supposed giveaway. Thousands of people came out in New York. And that giveaway resulted in a bunch of people rioting and tearing stuff up. It caused traffic jams. People got hurt. That young man is now charged with what? He is charged with inciting a riot, among other charges. How is he any different than what Donald Trump did that day? Thousands of people showed up being promised something that wasn't true, and all of a sudden they wreaked havoc. How is a young boy, a young influencer, more held to a higher account than the leader of the free world at that time? But it is a simple reason. Laws are for poor people. Loopholes are for rich people. Laws are for poor people. Loopholes are for rich people. Even now, this man who's projecting that it's a two-tier justice system is asking the legal department, the judge in his documents case, to have a special setup where he can view documents in a secret location like he used to have when he was president. How can a man who broke a law and the law he's being charged for now have the arrogance to say, I want a special setup, a special situation because I'm special? You're the ex-president. You're the ex-president. You are a man who is on trial with 80 felonies and counting. And when you shape your mouth to either talk about somebody's sexual habits or the fact that there's a two-tier justice system, it is laughable. A young boy has a fake giveaway, and thousands of people show up and wreak havoc. He is charged with inciting a riot. The leader of the free world starts a riot, lies, thousands of people show up, wreak havoc, hurt people, smear feces all over the Capitol, which results in thousands of people going to jail. And you're not charged with that? Because like I said before, laws are for poor people, loopholes are for rich people. That's a little note from the GED section. We've got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.